9th of July 2007. See the chilies, obviously far behind what I want them to be, but they're growing nicely now. It's just the bad weather over the last couple of months, and obviously the attack of the slugs all the time. I've put up an easy to grow kit that we're going to trellis around the flower cones to create a display for the Totally Tomato show in September. And the tomato plants on the right hand side of the greenhouse. The tall ones are the sun gold, and the small squat tomato plants are the gardener's delight. For some reason the gardener's delight tomato plants have just stayed squat, with the internode spacing just very, very tight. But they're all fruiting okay. Little tip for anyone who's using the Autopop products: with the lids, I have the lids on the other way around so that you can slide them off easily and replace them. If you put them the other way around, they can be difficult to pop out, so I just have them that way. Same on the one pot system as well, it's just easier. Everything seems to be growing fine. Everything's fruiting and flowering okay. You've got the sweet peas in the corner starting to flower. And they're going to join each other across here and then all the way to the other sweet peas. Once again, have the lid the other way around, and this is the one pot system, just so I can easily take it off and have a look if I want to. Put it on the other way, it's more difficult to take off, and all you really need to do is have it that way. It's much simpler. Now the greenhouse, the upside down plants. I've now added the water bags above and put the medium size aquapot in the top. What I've done, I've turned them on until water starts to drip out of the bottom, and then turn them off with the tomato plants and also the courgette, which you can see in the distance there. The taps have just been left on since I put them in last week. They're a 10-litre bag. Unfortunately they're black, so I'm going to have to cover them in some reflective material to try and keep the heat away from the water, because the bags just heat up. I'll do that in the next couple of days. The plants are growing fine, you don't need to take out the side shoots, just let them go. Cucumbers, I think probably the cucumbers want a more free draining soil or compost. They seem to be, well, they seem to be coming along okay now, but not as fast as I'd like them to be. Mind you, the weather hasn't been very good. The aubergines are coming along nicely. I changed the peas, the garden peas, because they started doing well and then they just stopped flowering, so I've changed them to thyme. You've got the tomatoes and the peppers just there. Peppers are not struggling, but they're just sheltered from the shade of all the tomatoes. And the chilli plants in the one pot kits, in the various size pots, they're starting to come along now. All in all, everything's looking okay, growing nicely. Haven't used any water, I had to fill up any tanks yet because it's rained so much and all the tanks have topped up. So I've filled the tanks up on the other greenhouse on this side and also this side. Filled them up in May, it's now July, and there's still over half full. Over half full. But all in all, I'm quite happy. It's all growing nicely.